If you find yourself questioning, is music worth the time and effort to actually make anything of it, this video is for you. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, sellmusic.com, here to help you go further, faster in your music career by sharing proven marketing techniques and strategies to help transform that passion for making music and turn it into a legitimate business that's going to provide you with freedom and fulfillment, two of the most important things in life in general. Understanding your why is going to be a differentiating factor between just kind of dabbling in something and actually doing it. Understanding your why is incredibly important when it comes to navigating a music career that isn't a defined path. This is something that we're not taught in high school, something that we're rarely ever taught in college unless you do a specialized degree at one of the 3 big colleges here in the States at least. Our parents don't teach us, our siblings, our friends, our family members, they don't teach us not only the path of going down, becoming a successful music career, but they don't teach us our why. And I know a lot of people have reasons why they make music, right? But that's not the same as understanding your why. Why are you passionate about whatever it is that you do? Why should people care? Why does it matter? These are 3 basic questions that, believe it or not, most people can't answer. See, without having a why, your why, my why, it's easy to hit mental exhaustion, right? It's easy to hit that burnout. It's easy to start questioning, is this even worth doing? The time and the effort, the financial resources, the time allocation, is this something that I even want to do? Well, that's why we need a why. See, over time, your experiences, my experiences, or overviews on life in general are going to change. They're going to mature. Whether you're 16 or 60, you're going to have life experiences that form how you see things and what you look to accomplish. If you're looking to accomplish some pretty big things and chase your dreams and go after things that are a little bit outside of the norm, then having this why lockdown that I keep talking about is super important. So here's a quick and easy exercise that you can follow along with that I've developed over the years that can really help you establish a why now and evolve it into the future. So grab a pen and paper. All right, so now that you're ready to take notes, these are some questions that I want you to be able to answer. And it's going to be super important to establishing your why. So you'll understand as we go along here. The first question is, what are you really good at that you also really enjoy doing? I phrase it this way because there's a whole lot of things that you guys are great at, that I'm great at, that I just don't enjoy doing, right? A lot of things that people ask me, hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you do this? Hey, whatever that might be. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Like graphic design, right? I enjoy graphic design on some level. I'm really good at it, but I don't like doing it anymore. I used to do it as kind of a career before music took off, and I don't really see myself doing it as a career, more so like a hobby. So what are things that you're good at that you also really enjoy doing, and what does that intersection look like? Now, one of my favorite questions to ask new students when it comes to establishing their why is, what are you really, really passionate about that maybe makes you forget to eat? You get to forget to go to sleep, or you lose track of time really easily. I know that for me, it's usually fitness or music or even marketing on some days. It depends what day you catch me. But when it comes to things that you're super passionate about, that you could just get lost into, what are those things? I want you to write those down as well. Now, speaking of marketing and things that I talk to you guys about on a regular basis, what are some things that you just are so interested in that get you so jazzed up that you can talk to strangers about them and be completely comfortable doing so? I know that for me, like I mentioned, fitness, I could talk about cars, I could talk about sports, depending on what sport. I don't know much about like water polo or anything, but catch me with football or baseball or basketball, and I could talk hours about that type of stuff. So what are some things that you're so interested in and so you kind of passionate about or capable of having conversations with complete strangers on, and be comfortable at the same time doing it? Now, I'm not trying to bring the energy down in this video or anything like that or go too heavy here, but if you only had 12 months to live, what would your life look like? Who would you be spending time with? What would you be spending your days doing? I ask that because all too often we forget that we only have one shot at this whole life thing, unless you believe in reincarnation, which I'm not one to judge. Maybe that does exist. That'd be kind of neat, but we have this one that we're worried about right now. If we didn't have that much time left, priorities change. All of a sudden, that sense of urgency would be in our life. We won't sit around pissing our time away on TikTok and doing other things that really aren't going to be bringing any value to our life or moving the needle forward as far as accomplishment and moving towards those goals. So if you only had 12 months to live, what would you be doing? I'd like to see that. Now, this question is a little bit more exciting, and that's, what cause or mission are you most excited about? This could be volunteer work. This could be charity causes or nonprofits. This could be health and fitness. This could be social or environmental activism. What are you really passionate about? For myself, I have the Adam Ivy Foundation, which I recently formed to provide supplies and resources for underprivileged children that want to get into the arts. It doesn't have to be just music. It could be digital. It could be old traditional painting or even music, obviously, here. But that's something that I'm super passionate about and something that I've looked at over the years as far as my why. And now I'm blessed and fortunate to be in a position where I can actually really become an evangelist for those people that need help, and I can help them myself. So what is something in your life? And it doesn't have to be charitable. It doesn't have to be, cause-based, but what is your mission? What are things that you're really interested in that you want to get more information on or want to become a voice within that community? Now, these are some questions. There are obviously a million other questions, but these are some core questions that need to be answered. And I'm hoping that while you're answering these questions, more questions pop up in your head to give you even more clarity and focus that I'm always talking about here on the channel, because in life in general, clarity and focus are going to get you to places. Trust me. Now, it all boils down to this. If you're not paying attention to any other aspect of this video, what do you love doing that you're also really good at? That even if money wasn't an object, you'd still be doing to impact the world in a way that brings you joy and fulfillment? Be able to answer that question. Now, in life, we can either float from thing to thing to thing, and I think at some point in everybody's life, we do that. We float from thing to thing to thing, shiny object syndrome, squirrel. Or we could focus on our vision. We could focus on our intent and our purpose. And when you bring that intent, purpose, and vision all together within that why, you're going to live at a whole different frequency. You're going to live in a whole different purpose and a whole different self that's going to give you more fulfillment, obviously. Going to achieve more, give you more experiences, give you more memories that are really going to make an impact on who you were while we were here on this earth. Now, I was recently fortunate enough to get out of the house and have a little work-life balance, going to see a new movie with my wife, Chico, and his girl called Shang-Chi. It's the new Marvel movie. Great movie. Highly recommend it. And in the movie, one of the characters says to the other, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit nothing. And that really ties into this, guys. If you don't have purpose, if you don't have a vision, if you don't have a North Star to really go towards in your life, in your career, in everything, then you're not going to actually hit anything. If you're walking into nothingness, you're going to get nothingness. Look, if you're looking to do music as a full-time career, if you want to build a different type of business, if you just want to be a really happy employee working for somebody else, and there's nothing wrong with that, still understanding your why is going to give you a lot better life experience, trust me. Now, if you want to understand how to build those things up on a different level and more technical aspect, I invite you to watch this video next. If you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe to the channel here and become part of the channel family by clicking that button, smash the thumbs up, smash the bell icon so you can be notified first anytime I upload a video just like this. Come connect with me over on Instagram. I want to hear about it in the comments below, what your why is. And until next time, I appreciate you watching.